All right, here we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Craft Talk. Welcome to 2025. It's the New Year's episode. So today we're going to talk about intentions. It's a pretty natural time of the year to start brainstorming and thinking about how we want to approach the year, what type of posture that we want to take, and maybe even strategizing on what steps to take to achieve those goals. Unless you're one of those anti-New Year's resolutions folks, the ones that are like, I don't do New Year's resolutions. Okay, maybe this episode isn't for you, but also don't be that guy. I wanted to share some of the things that I've been thinking about. As much as these are intentions and wishes for my year, this is also my wish and intentions for you, and I hope that these help you as you figure out and as you brainstorm all of the things that you want to achieve this year. I'm going to break it down into 3 ideas. Idea number 1 is about setting holistic goals. Idea number 2 is a technique to help you visualize that goal. And number 3 is, okay, we have these goals, but what happens if we don't meet the goals? Because I think that's really important to think about as well. All right, so let's start with setting holistic goals. I want to share this mantra with you that I found on Instagram. The account name is The Sanctuary by Rachel. I can achieve my wildest creative dreams going slow and resting often. I saw this post and I saw this quote and a mantra. Immediately I was like, I am stealing that. I'm taking it. I'm going to use that for one of my themes for 2025. It just resonated with me so much and it made me feel really good. It has both sides of the equation. I've mentioned this before, but I feel like sometimes achieving a dream or achieving a goal means that you have to sacrifice certain things to get it. This whole I can achieve my wildest creative dreams, but I can also go slow and rest often. I think that's a pursuit worth pursuing. That type of holistic nature in your goals, even if we can just get close to it, it's such a great way to look at it. Because yes, sometimes to achieve your goals, you're gonna overextend yourself. I'm always gonna feel a little bit of pressure to make sure I'm putting out my best work. I can achieve the things I want by making it happen, crushing it, doing the hard work, but I'm also allowed to rest, go slow. It's just really important. So if you start off clearing your mind and starting with that pillar in how you want to achieve your dreams, I think it could be helpful. I actually think I might take a post-it and write that down and put it in my work desk or something so I can see it just as a reminder. Cool. So that's idea number 1, setting holistic goals. Idea number 2 is about posture. I wish I knew exactly where I got it from, but I believe I was listening to a podcast, but it's called Pointing Your Toes or Point Your Toes. And I love this visualization exercise so much because a lot of times we don't know what the end goal is. You have an idea of what it could be. Sometimes your aspirations or goals is a little too big to kind of fully understand. So what do you do when it feels overwhelming? You're like, okay, it's the new year. I have all these goals. I have all of these things I want to achieve. How do I get there? And this is where Point Your Toes comes into place. This is something that my wife and I always talk about the life that we want to live, the goals we want to pursue. A lot of times we have no idea exactly what that is. So the thing that we do to help us visualize it is just point your toes. Point your toes into a specific direction. You don't have to know the exact angle or steps to take. Just be in that general direction. And I feel like along the way, as you take small steps here and there, you're still moving towards that direction. And to me, even though it's just a mental visual exercise, I can kind of intuitively understand what that means, whether I'm going this way or I'm going that way. So if you want to achieve something creative, what does that kind of look like? And maybe that just means taking 20 minutes out of your day to do something creative. Does that achieve the goal? Maybe not, but you're in the right direction. You're pointing your toes and you're facing the world that you want to live in. And that's enough. And the hope is before you know it, you've been going down that path, you find yourself and you're like, oh, I'm here. So even if you don't know exactly what you want to achieve, just point your toes. All right, idea number 3. This idea I want to share is a reminder. while we're thinking of New Year's resolutions, New Year's intentions, New Year's themes, it's easy to get in the tendency to achieve. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're trying to better ourselves. And naturally, around the beginning of the year, it's common to reflect on the previous year and then look forward to the future. What happens if we find ourselves not meeting these goals? Or come February, you realize that you're not moving as quickly as you thought, or where you pointed your toes, you realize that it's not really the path that I want to go down. So I want to share this quote or message to you. It's by Elizabeth Gilbert, a Craft Talk favorite. She posted this video one year and it was around the New Year's time. And to me, it's a perfect New Year's reminder, especially when right now we, myself, you, are probably really energized and ready to make it happen. But she posted this video with this beautiful message.
You are not required to justify your existence on Earth through constant improvement. You are not a Fortune 500 company. You don't have to show increasing profits. You don't have to earn your right to be here by putting yourself to higher and higher standards. You just get to be here. You belong here. You are loved on Earth. And January 1st can be a day like any other, where you can just sleep in and maybe do a little bit more of nothing.
Oh, it's such a good reminder. I really love the part where she says you're not a Fortune 500 company and you don't have to show increasing profits, because it's so true. Especially in creative work, we create these expectations, almost self-inflicted expectations. And for me, I always want to keep getting better and better and better and better. More views, more views, more views, more views. And then I wonder why I'm so stressed or anxious about it. But if you can remind yourself, hey man, relax. You're not a Fortune 500 company. This is not like you're having to show profits to shareholders. This is your passion. Take it easy. It's all right. It's just a wonderful reminder. We just get to be here and we already belong here. So just enjoy the ride. I'm going to have Post-its of all of these reminders just tacked onto every single wall of my house. Just for these reminders. They're so useful and grounded. I hope that really resonated with you as much as it did for me. I would love to hear if you just press rewind over and over just to hear it again, because I really hope that we can hear what those words mean. We are not perfect as much as I feel like I have to be in order to matter. We're not machines. We are already loved, and what you're doing matters. All right, and with that, I'm signing off. Happy 2025. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're up to this year, hearing about some of the things that you're going to be doing, and also celebrating maybe when you're not doing anything, because I think that's important too. So wherever you are, thank you so much for listening to another episode of Craft Talk. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.